Howdy folks. We're going to start this one out a little bit differently. No pipe to begin with. I will be drinking an Ale 8 zero sugar. If you're from the area, you know. If you're not, sorry. So today's video is me doing a YABO. I bought myself a pile of stuff for surviving another year around the sun. Nice size box here from Smoking Pipes. The knife I'm going to be using to open it is a Spyderco Surge. Which, by the way, is a well-made knife, but for whatever reason, all the Spydercos I've got, this one's surface rusted. None of the others have. But I do like the shape and the design. The mini cleavers are cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, so they put a little card in there. I guess that's probably my fault. List of all the stuff that I ordered that's supposed to be in there. Alright, we're going to go through the tobaccos first. Some of these are restocks of stuff that I've already had. Some of these are new to me blends. So the first one out of the box is Cornell & Deal Crooner. I bought that because I never had anything with deer tongue in it. It's 4 ounces. All these smaller pouches are supposed to be 4 ounces. This is Poplar Camp. Haven't ever had that either. This one's Bayou Morning. I have had that. If I'd had enough money when I made this order, I would have bought a pound instead of 4 ounces. And this one's Derringer. It's a Virginia, straight Virginia, supposedly. It's from Cornell & Deal also. It's 4 ounces also. And then I got a pound of Billy Bud. Landslide. Pound of Billy Bud. And a pound of Orion's Arrow, both which I do like a lot. You'll be seeing videos about some of those in the future, but not today. Well, now that I've made it past the edge of the porch, that's good news. So, one of these pipes I will be smoking here momentarily. Which one? I don't know yet. They're all Rosie's. I've been buying Rosie's for, I don't know, going on 3 years now, trying to find the ideal shape for me. And every time I get another one, I get a little bit closer sometimes. Sometimes I don't. So this one does it have the model number on the end? It does. This is going to be an 8-620. That bowl needs to be bigger. Golly, that's a tiny little bowl for in the hand. Has a nice deep chamber though. Holy smokes. Let's see how that one smokes probably. What's the next one on the hit parade? This is going to be the Rossi 8626, which is, of course, a Savinelli 626. I wanted in half cut. Tape peeled right off. That's a miracle. We'll check something. Talk about tight fit. Alright. Wonder what they use to make that coating. It has almost a floral scent to it. It's weird. I didn't smell it on that one though. The first pipe I pulled out. Which that leads me to this one. I already know what this one is based off the other two. This one is going to be an 8311 based off the 311 KS poker, if I remember correctly. Yep. Has a good hand feel to it for the size. Man, the walls on this thing's thick. Nice size chamber. All right. I think I'm probably going to go with the 8620. I've never smoked anything in the Umpal style. I've had pokers and I've had similar shapes to the 626. So I think I'm going to go with that. Now, you probably expect me to break out one of the tobaccos that I have in here that I just got. That's not what I'm doing. All my new pipes either get run through with Prince Albert or they get run through with Haunted Bookshop. In most cases, it's Haunted Bookshop, more often than not. And it's going to be Haunted Bookshop today also. I guess I better check this one too. Because those other two were unfiltered. I'm curious about this one, if they've actually got... Because my earlier Savin, or Rossi's, see, has the balsa filter in it. Looks straight enough. Alright. Let's load this thing up with the whatever Haunted Bookshop I have left in this tin. I guess I could have run a Orion's arrow through it, but that means I'd have had to go and get it. I do have Prince Albert here, though. Nope, enough room. Enough on a bookshop in that tin to top it off. Perfect. Alright. This is going to run a little bit longer than I expected already. But it is YABO. So maybe somebody stayed around. That stuff smells so good. Thank you, Greg. Well, the pipe smoke's nice. I'll have to go with that. At least so far. So, the question is, what's your most memorable birthday? Well, we all have one. Friends show up that have been out of town you ain't seen in a while. Surprise. Being on a trip, going somewhere. Getting to spend it with family when you were a kid, at an amusement park, or camping. I have two. I have one from when I was a wee little kid. And it wasn't my birthday specifically, but it was to celebrate the group of birthdays of my sister, me, one or two of my stepbrothers and sisters. We were going to go to Kings Island because our birthdays were all within a month of each other. So we were going to go to Kings Island for the day. I'm a wee little kid. Well, 7, maybe 8. And I'm excited. Now they're going to be wedging. Mind you, this is the 80s, so you got to keep that in mind. They're going to be wedging 5 or 6 people in a Camaro. It was a 84, 85 Camaro, 5-speed. Do this. So, this is the way that it is. Anyway, I'm all excited and tuned up. I've never been in Kings Island I can remember. And I think this was my first trip. So I'm all excited. And I've been running back and forth in and out of my dad's business. Because at that point in time, he owned a carpet store that also sold some other stuff. Like paint and wallpaper. Basically, it was a home decor building. Predominantly, the business was him doing carpet installs. But anyway, running out of the back door. And on my way to the Camaro, I trip. And I go airborne. And I mean, I'm sailing through the air. And my face / head eats the bumper of the Camaro. I get up. And I walk into the building. And I make it, I don't know, 20, 30 foot in the building. I see the crowd coming. Except for the one stepbrother who was outside with me. Somebody asked me what happened. And I said I hit my head. And I started to say I don't feel so good. I don't know if I got it all the way out. But that was the last thing I remember. I was out cold. So I wake up. I'm laying in the back of the Camaro on the deck and in the hatch. and they've got a bucket of ice sitting on my forehead, like a kid's play bucket, take to the beach. Full ice sitting on my forehead. And the first things out of my mouth is, "Are we there yet?" And everybody's like, "Oh no, we already been and left. You were out the whole time." Well, of course, me being a little kid, I freak out. Everybody starts laughing and tell me it's just a joke. I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Well, they were sure. About 10 minutes later, we pulled into the parking lot. Went in and had a hell of a day. It was a good time. The other memorable birthday. Me and I don't know, I believe it was two other guys. Might have been three. Oh, it was two. I'm positive it was two. Take that back. I know it was two. Anyway, we're down the mountains on the North Carolina Tennessee border camping. And we'd taken motorcycles down there, and we got down there 2 or 3 days before my birthday, and then we were there the day of, and then we were there for another 2 or 3 days after. But it was our first trip where we went as a group taking motorcycles to go do this kind of thing. Spent the week grilling out, eating at local restaurants, camping, riding motorcycles. Mind you, we all had dual sports, so there was a lot of mountain passes and gravel roads and trails to nowhere that we took that most people wouldn't bother with. But it was a good time. It was a really great trip. If you ever get to take a trip with a bunch of your friends to go do something you all enjoy, do it. Because at the end of the day, everybody needs to remember, if you ain't having fun, you aren't doing it right. Everybody have a good weekend. Good week. Oh, it's weekend. Yeah, good weekend. Later.